I know I can find someone, and I can see the positive results from the agency, and I'm like, yeah, it's time to take that leap of faith and come out.
Привет, guys! My name is Victoria and I'm Kiev office manager, and we're sitting in a cozy place. The name of it is Rukula. It's a cafe in a walking distance from our Kiev office where you can date your lady. And today we have a special guest. It's Joseph. Joseph, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing very well.
So tell us please, Joseph, how many times have you been to Ukraine, and when did you make the first trip? Was it difficult to make this first trip? Just share your experience.
So this is my second time to Ukraine. The first time I came was in the summer of last year, in July of 2019. So I spent a few days in Kiev, I spent a few days in Nightlife, and I spent a few days, and actually one day in Odessa. It was a very quick trip, and I was doing a lot of research, of why I wanted to come to Ukraine, and this place, it just attracted me, because one is like when I told my friends, so like, where are you going? I'm going to Ukraine. They're like, where? So
Are you crazy?
Are you crazy? You're gonna die, So I did a lot of research, and I made some friends on the internet before I came, and I asked them questions, and they're like, no, it's safe, foreigners come all the time, and they said you'll enjoy yourself, and so my first trip out here was short. This time that I'm here, the second time that I've come, I've been here for this is the end of my third week here.
Great. But did you come alone for the first time, or with some of your friends?
I came alone. That's another thing that all my friends thought I was crazy. They're like, but it was just fine. I had no problems, once I got my ticket, got to Brisbane Airport, they have English in the airport, they speak English if you have questions, and it really made it enjoyable, to come through, and I could see that, and I didn't feel like I was lost, or I was gonna be like this helpless tourist, I felt very comfortable coming through.
So tell us please, what fears and concerns did you have before coming to Ukraine? And maybe you had some hesitations, maybe you have some fears that something will go wrong, and was it really so difficult, in fact, at the end of the trip, like you analyzed the time in Kiev? Was it really so fearful, or was it just not so difficult at all to make this trip?
So yes, I did have some reservations at first when I first looked it up, especially with what's going on in the Donetsk region of Ukraine. I read about the small civil war that's going on with portions of Ukraine, and so I was just like, okay. But then I started doing a lot more research on the places that I wanted to visit. So I looked at Kiev. I even looked at different YouTubers, that are from Kiev, that are tour guides. So I was just like, let's just find different things about and start learning about the country. And then through that, my anxiety, my fear started going down.
Why did you decide to use a service of our agency when it is possible just to come to Ukraine, walk along the street, meet some ladies, make new acquaintances, and in such a way probably find a girlfriend? Why do you need marriage agency like AFA?
Well, one of the reasons that I chose AFA was I had done a lot of research. I looked at other marriage agencies that were located in Ukraine. But I also know that yes, it is possible to go and meet someone on the street. I am a very busy man when I'm at home, So that having an agency to use made it very beneficial for me as far as time-wise. I could just, look at the lady's profile, see, what she does, a little bit of information about her, what she's looking for, and that kind of helps me kind of like, narrow down, because there's just so many women to choose from. There's a lot, and so you have to really think about what exactly are you looking for. You have to take that time and analyze, do I want a certain type of woman? Do I want someone who's outgoing, or do I want someone who's more reserved? And looking at their pictures, their photos, and their bios helps a lot with that. And one of the other reasons why I chose AFA is because, one, they're located in the United States. They're in Phoenix, Arizona. If I, want to go to the office, I could go to the office. Well, not now, but if I wanted to visit the office, I could, and I could call them, and they've been in business for a long time, and learning about John and Anna's journey themselves was another thing that I saw that really spoke to me. It's like, yes, I know I can find someone, and I can see the positive results from the agency, and I'm like, yeah, it's time to take that leap of faith and come out. And it's been very enjoyable. Everyone's been, and also the thing too is everyone's been very professional, and have also been very friendly, through helping with correspondence, to sending flowers to the lady, to now they're able to do Skype calls. It's just amazing how these things can work.
Join men from all over the world as they take a trip and find their future brides. Interested? Check out our website at
ukrainesingles.com.
Don't forget to click on our red subscribe button and notice bell to get updated every time we add something new.